So the question came up, how do I complete the square if the leading coefficient isn't 1? For example, say I have 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. Well, the answer to that is you can't. It's not possible to complete the square with the leading coefficient 2. Does that mean we can't solve this problem? Well, what if, before I start completing the square, I divide everything by 2? I would then get x squared plus 3 halves x minus 1 equals 0. That I can complete the square on, because all I have to do is say, well, my magic number is 3/4 squared. Well, that's 9/16. So I will have x squared plus 3 halves x plus 9/16 minus 9/16 minus 1 equals 0. And now I can do completing the square the same as I always would. The first 3 terms, will always factor into x plus, and this 3 halves right there, it's going to be half of that. So that would be 3/4, the same number before you square it. And then this is squared. Now I still have my 9/16 minus 1. Well, 1 is 16/16. So since they're both negative, I add them, and I get 9 plus 16 is 25/16 equals 0. And I continue solving, so I get x plus 3/4 squared equals 25/16. And so then I have x plus 3/4 equals plus or minus, the square root of 25 is 5, and the square root of 16 is 4. So x will end up being simply this number plus or minus 4 plus negative 3/4, which ends up as 1/2 and negative 2. And when you get a number like this, where it's a fraction answer, you know what that tells you? We did it the hard way. But that's okay, because we wanted to know how to complete the square in this case. It turns out we could have used AC factoring to get the same solution.